Hi friends, today we're going to talk about the perfume called Burlington 1819 from Roja Parfums. 1819 refers to the year when this particular store was opened, Burlington Arcade. I've not been there, but I read about it, and it seems Burlington Arcade is this iconic fashion shopping store arcade in London. It was opened in 1819, and now it houses some of the finest perfumes, watches, and other fashion items over there. And this scent over here by Roja Parfums, Burlington 1819, was made to pay homage to that particular store. So a little bit of history there. I didn't know. I just had to read about it. So let's see how this perfume is. It is one of the most hyped fresh perfumes, at least in the recent years. It's received a lot of hype. Let's see if this perfume lives up to the hype. Before we go into the scent profile, just having a look at the bottle itself. The bottle is beautiful, right? It's got that glass, nice label over here, metallic plate, it's golden, the cap is shiny, it feels very luxurious. It really feels that you're holding something which is very precious and very, very valuable. So presentation wise, it's very good out of the box. And it's, I would say, a 10 out of 10 for presentation. The cap isn't too strong. It fits well, but just a word of caution to people, do not hold it by the cap, it might, fall out. Let's read out the notes of this perfume from the Roja website. In the top notes, there's grapefruit, lime, mandarin, bitter orange, and mint. Very fresh opening from the notes. And in the base notes, we have ginger, cinnamon, cumin, saffron, patchouli, oak moss, rum, tobacco, cedarwood, cashmere root, benzoin, vanilla, labdanum, ambergris, and musk. So typical Roja fashion. The notes are, many, and as I'm going to explain all these notes, they are blended, so well together. You don't feel that there are too many notes, though there are many notes listed. All of them are blended very well, and they are in harmony. But before that, let's spray this perfume. Let's look at the sprayer, how much it sprays. I'm a little bit disappointed with the sprayer. Why? Because I expected to give out a bigger blast. The blast is okay, but I have to spray it a couple of times to get enough juice in one particular area. Wow, what an opening. Very, very fresh, uplifting opening, I would say. It's very bright in the start, a typical citrus opening, but what you can feel here, what's different here is there is no synthetic element to it. If you take any other citrus fragrance, there is a slight tinge of something artificial creeping in the opening. But over here, it's very, very fresh. It feels that you're taken a bunch of fruits and just squeezed it and thrown the juice, out. That fresh juice. So beautiful opening. What I get here is grapefruit, but it's also got that citrus, I'd say lime or mandarin, that kind of feeling is there. So grapefruit with lime, mandarin, very citrusy opening. Mint is listed as a prominent note, but I do get a very small hint of mint, but it's way in the back. It's not right there overpowering anything. I think it's mainly a grapefruit heavy opening that I get over here. This kind of opening will remind you a lot about Bulgari Tiger, your Rafnan Turati Blue. Then there are a few other fragrances with that grapefruit opening. It is reminiscent of that, just that grapefruit note, but this one is much more complex. There are layers to that, just that citrus opening. If you take Turati Blue or even Bulgari Tiger, you have grapefruit, ambroxan. The notes are simple and it's straightforward. I don't feel there are many layers to tiger and Turati blue, but over here, right in the opening, you can say there are multiple layers. And right in the start, you can still feel that complexity of that base. You know that this is going to show and evolve its different colors. So beautiful opening. I love this opening. Very, very fresh, mass appealing opening, I would say. Now, as the fragrance progresses towards the mid and the dry down, what you get is those different notes, slowly showing the facets and the smell comes out. In the dry down, it becomes a lot of things. Like I said earlier, though there are many notes, it's all blended into, I feel, a creamy, musky kind of a base. It's a little bit green, maybe due to the mint, the oak moss, and the patchouli. So you get that kind of feeling. It's also got that benzoin and that labdanum kind of a vibe going in the background. And also in the end, you get a little bit of musk as well, which underlies the base. So the composition is very complex. It's not just a simple grapefruit citrus scent. It's a very complex scent, and I definitely love this kind of a scent profile. Now, when it comes to the performance of this particular scent, I wouldn't say this is a beast, but definitely the performance is, I would say, much better than average. When it comes to projection, you wouldn't feel it immediately, but trust me, this projects quite a bit. There have been a couple of instances where I've been testing it out in outdoors and also indoors, and I received compliments at least 3 times. So once I wore it to play tennis, just to test the longevity and how it works in the sun and the heat. What happened is the coach who was standing, a couple of courts away, he was walking by and I was playing in the court, and then he asked me what I'm wearing. And I was a good, I'd say 6-7 feet away from him, and he could pick it up, which means that when it's hot, a little bit hot, and the sun hitting on it, the scent bounces and it's very airy, so it carries in the wind and people around you can pick this up. It's not a beast like a scent like I would say a Bulgari Tiger, but definitely it projects quite a bit, definitely above average, and it's got a sophisticated projection. You're not going to be too loud, but people can still feel your presence over there. So projection, I really like this kind of a projection because this makes it a very nice scent to wear, if you want to exude class, if you want to show that you're someone different, so that I think the projection is just about right for me over here. When it comes to the longevity of this, on my skin I get around 6 hours on that ballpark. On my clothes it lasts even longer. I could even smell it the next day on my clothes, but it's not pushing too much. So around 4 hours I would say it pushes from your skin. From your clothes you can feel it easily. When you walk around you can easily get the smell for around 6 to 8 hours, definitely there, and it's going to last to the next day on your clothes as well, on your clothes. So when it comes to performance, I would say a job well done. This one has definitely exceeded my expectations when it comes to performance, being a citrus scent. Now looking at the occasions to wear this one is very versatile. I've been reaching out for the scent quite a bit when I go to office, when I go out casually. But having said that, this one, though it's versatile, you can wear it in any kind of scenario. I would normally reserve this for more special occasions where you have an important meeting, where you want to be sophisticated, where you're a little bit dressed up. Then this would exude or add to the character. But I wouldn't say this is like a Bulgari Tiger where you can go partying wearing this, or you wear it to be loud and noticed. This is not that. This is for you to feel more sophisticated. So versatile scent, but still use it for occasions where you're dressed up and for maybe important events. So when it comes to the seasons to wear, this is an extremely versatile scent, though I would prefer wearing it more during the day because it's more uplifting and bright. but you can still wear it across the year, across any time span of the day, evening, night. It will work well. But for me personally, I have worn this more during the daytime. Now, is this a blind buy? I would say yes. If you have the money for it, this is an extremely pleasing scent. Do not blind buy it, going by reviews saying that it's going to project like a beast. If you want projection and beastly performance, don't go for this. But if you want yourself to come across as being sophisticated, a little bit complex, and you want something which is citrusy but a little bit different and complex from the regular day-to-day scents, then you can definitely buy this. If you're cash strapped, then you can try out, maybe a smaller version of Bulgari Tiger, or you can go for Afnan Turati. They are in no means clones to this. It's just that they have the same profile, but this is a scent of its own. And if you have the cash, I would say go for it. Let me know what you think about this particular scent, and do drop in a comment. And please like and subscribe to the channel, and I will see you again in the next video. Bye.